Our story actually begins on a FedEx route in West Harrison, Indiana. Aubrey Robinson was following her delivery route as she always did and noticed that, of all the basketball hoops she saw on her route, one in particular always had a faithful occupant. Bent to an oval instead of a hoop and rusted over, a basketball could barely get through, but 11-year-old Eli Maines was always there, playing his heart out. Something about the way he played and the joy he showed was infectious, and it touched her that, even though the hoop was deformed and made playing difficult, it didn't damper Eli's spirits. Aubrey understood the need for a break since COVID became an issue. She had not had 2 days off for over 11 months and was in dire need for something to take her mind away from everyday mundane. Feeling an indescribable connection to the boy in the trailer park, Aubrey got to work. On a day she miraculously had no responsibilities, Aubrey went to a local store and purchased a brand new basketball hoop. She assembled the structure and, knowing that nobody was home, dropped it off at Eli's house next to his old hoop with a note saying, "Just wanted you and your son to have the best hoop that'll grow with him and all his friends." Signed as just one of the FedEx drivers in the area. Could you imagine the excitement Aubrey felt knowing that Eli would be able to enjoy this new hoop, free of damage and ready for hours of play? When Eli got home that night, it's no surprise that tears sprang from Eli's eyes for joy. But that wasn't enough to deter him. Immediately, he played his heart out on the new hoop that was so graciously gifted to him. Aubrey had thought she was just making a local kid happy, but her act ended up meaning so much more. Her mother had recently had an accident, and her boyfriend had a serious injury. Combined with 4 deaths that year and tight funds, Eli's mother wasn't sure how she would make Christmas work this last year. You can imagine what that hoop meant for everyone in the family. It meant someone cared. For Aubrey, basketball meant something special, as she understood Eli's love for it. She said, "I was bullied for years in school, so basketball was really an oasis. When I heard he had a rough year, but he was playing basketball so happily, I wasn't so shocked because I've been there." The out-of-the-ordinary kindness Aubrey displayed didn't go unnoticed either. FedEx recognized their employee's heart, saying, "We commend the thoughtful and generous actions of Aubrey Robinson of Resnor Corp., a service provider employee who went above and beyond to help Elijah get a new basketball hoop." Best of all, the next time Aubrey drove past their home, she got to play basketball for an hour with her new young friend. Eli has said that he wants to play in the NBA someday, and now with Aubrey's gift, maybe his dream will come true. It is so touching to see people who are willing to give precious gifts to people they hardly know. That spirit of selfless charity helps us to flourish as people and make this world more joyous. When have you had the chance to give someone an unexpected gift? How did they react when you gave it to them? Comment below and we'd love to hear from you.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe to our channel if you like good stories like this one. Now on the right, you can check out other amazing stories. And that's all for today. See you soon.